Murray. I am the founder and president of the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. On November 11, 2014 will mark 23 years that I have been pushing my vision online and offline to improve urban America. I am on 300 social networks and I correspond with 125,000 people worldwide, spreading my cause, help stop the genocide in American ghettos. Out of 125,000 people whom I correspond with, only 3 people are on my advisory board. This is unacceptable, Black America. What frustrates me the most is when other African Americans tell me that they are not interested in my cause. Brothers and sisters whom I encounter only want to focus on American slavery and quote unquote the white man. For 22 years, my vision has been ignored by established Black organizations in my city. Praise God for all my rejections and for giving me perseverance. A Black capitalist told me, "How come you want to open up a business in the hood? Those people don't have money. You only go into business to make money." Unquote. I told him that I am a social entrepreneur, and through my business, I want to solve social, cultural, and environmental issues. Since 2001, over 4,000 people has been killed in my city, but established Black organizations in my city are still unable to end urban violence. Although I lack the manpower and the capital to start my organization, I did not allow that to deter me from my calling. This is why I wrote my book, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America, 2nd edition. This book is an autobiography about my experience growing up in the inner city of Chicago. I talk about our past, present, and future of Black America. I wrote this book for 3 reasons. One reason is to raise awareness about the genocide which is taking place within our inner cities in America. Another reason why I wrote my book is to promote my organization, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. GRCAM is a Christian socialist organization, and it will be a private for-profit service-based business. This will allow me to cut through the red tape and exclude closed-minded, small-minded individuals who only want to complain about the issues. Our focus is on getting things done. This organization is for those who want more out of life. I want to make sure none of my clients or members would ever have to endure such rejections, which I had to experience. I want to help people reach their life goals as long as it's legal and provide them with the resources to help them succeed. It will have 3 main components: a social service component, a spiritual component, and a political component. Our focus is on bringing goods and services to the low-income African American communities and working directly with single Black mothers, single Black fathers, and low-income 2-parent families within the communities and cities we will serve. We will offer a second chance program for ex-offenders, former gang members, and the homeless. We will also provide private employment within the organization to our clients and members based on our budget and sponsorship. Our private school, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute for Arts and Entertainment. We will create and produce our own films, plays, and music in order to generate the capital I need to do all the things I have written in my book. We will offer 6 basic classes ranging from filmmaking, performing arts, entrepreneurship training, journalism, book writing workshop, and financial literacy. We will offer internships and give stipends to our students depending on our budget. Our long-term goal is to offer a music workshop with an on-site music studio and tutorial service, which would include an after-school program, adult education, and a recreational center for our students and for community we will serve. Our agenda is to end gun violence, poverty, and structural inequality, and police brutality within the communities and cities we will serve if given a chance. Finally, I wrote my book in order to generate capital/seed money to offer incentives and eventually compensation to 30 talented people within the state of Illinois or beyond who have read my book and agree with my vision to improve our inner cities. For those individuals to contact me first through my business email I provide in my book. After we talk and do a criminal background check, I want those persons to come to Chicago and work with me directly in getting my organization up and running. I want to make Chicago a model first before we expand to 25 other cities within 25 states. My goal is to start GRCAM on the west side of Chicago first. We will serve the Austin community, Garfield Park community, and the North Mondale community. Once we establish on the west side of Chicago, we will expand to the south side of Chicago, to communities that want and need our services in order to unite our community and our people. Those of you who are in agreement with my vision and who live in the states which I will mention, just send me a friend request on Facebook, Google Plus, and Skype until we are able to expand to your state. They are as follows: Alabama, Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, of course Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Tennessee, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. Once we're established in 25 states, we will expand abroad to Africa and the country of Liberia first, and throughout the African continent to people that want and need our services. We will go through the proper channels, which with their government to start my NGO, non-government organization / private for-profit service-based business in order to offer private employment to our clients and members based on our budget and sponsorship. We will not bring American values, but instead embrace your culture and see to it that everyone benefit from this organization, whether they are believers or unbelievers, just as long as they accept the principles in my book. We will provide infrastructure and clean running water, agricultural technology to feed our people, and most of all, educate our people about the problems with capitalism and show them an alternative, GRCAM. We will also expand to Brazil and the Caribbean islands to people that want and need our services. I want to make this a meaningful experience for my readers and supporters. I have ran across so many fake people online. I am an authentic urban author and upcoming social entrepreneur. For those of you who have purchased my book and agree with what I'm trying to do in urban America, I will give you a chance to participate in our open auditions when the time comes. Don't trip if you are not selected in my upcoming film. We will make many more films through our private school, GRCAM. The reason why I keep stressing on reading my story first is to speed up the process rather than me having to constantly repeat myself over and over. I don't ask for any donations. Instead, all I ask is that when you can, please purchase my book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with my plan to improve urban America, then share my book information with your family, friends, your place of worship, and at your local community center. Also share my book information with people you may know in media, such as a local news reporter, local television station, local radio station, and persons who may own their own magazine company. My book is on Amazon.com for $22.47 plus tax. I want GRCAM to become the best African American business in the United States, and also turn my business into a multi-million-dollar business which will create legitimate jobs to millions of employees in our urban communities and benefit our society if given a chance. Since my book sales are low, again due to lack of support, I decided to focus my attention on finding legitimate film directors and or play directors to help me turn my book into a movie and or a play in order for me to generate the capital I need to jumpstart my business. My organization is open to all law-abiding citizens, all racial groups, and undiscovered artists, but everyone must accept all the principles in my book, no exceptions. Anyone who cares less about my cause or disagree with my vision will not be allowed to join my organization. This is my contribution back to my community and throughout the African diaspora. You can connect with me on Facebook and Google Plus by typing in my full name, Emmanuel Barbie. That's spelled E-M-M-A-N-U-E-L. Last name is B-A-R-B-E-E. You can also connect with me on Skype. My screen name is Manuel for Mankind. That's M-A-N-W-E-L-L, the number 4, M-A-N-K-I-N-D. To learn more about my upcoming film, go to facebook.com and type in The Solution for Black America, all one word. Then scroll down to the title, Trying to Turn My Book into a Film and a Play. Well, this is the best that I can do in terms of trying to get my organization, to move my organization from behind a computer into the communities that need and want our services. But again, the main thing that's holding me back is the lack of the manpower and the capital. And again, I turn to social media so that I can express my views in terms of what I'm trying to do, trying to reach people that's beyond the same people that I've been talking to, is because it's like talking to a brick wall, and it's very it's not cool at all. But I'm trusting my Creator that He will allow me to get in contact with the right type of people that think outside the box, such as myself, for us to connect. So I'm trying to make myself known now to the general public by writing my story, and I'm willing to talk on any radio show. I'm willing to go on any TV show to talk about this stuff. But the main thing is, I want brave and smart people to make themselves known and work with me. And also I want to do my best in terms of generating capital from my story. So that way I can just go ahead and hire the people that I need to get this thing up and running. So don't wait until I pass or die to embrace my vision. Work with me now while I'm still, willing to fight the good fight. And those that work with me, I want to just let you know that you will go down in history if you're going to be on my team to help me run the daily operations of the business, because this is a very positive thing that we're trying to offer society, rather than constantly just complain and focus on those people that's in power. Those people that's in power, they're only focusing on their own interests. And my focus with my organization, we want to focus at the community level, work with families directly, and make sure that people can raise their kids with dignity and in peace in those in the low-income African American communities, because that's where I came from. And that's how come I went to college So that way I can come back and do something positive rather than going somewhere else trying to make a whole lot of money and care less about those innocent kids that's being killed on a weekly basis due to senseless violence. So now you have access to my story because it's on YouTube. Again, I'm on 300 social networks. There's no excuse why I cannot get 30 people to actually be here in Chicago working with me directly to get this thing up and running. There's no excuse at all for it. I said my piece. This is where I stand, doing the best that I can to move my organization up and running. And my organization is independent. We're not associated with no one else. This is a new thing. Peace and blessings.